Ah,
Mm. Oh
good
boy.
morning, good evening, wherever you are across the nation or around the world. This is Deja Brew bringing you Thirsty Thursdays. We're going to drink up some knowledge about Betty and Barney Hill. Where? What?
Oh, hey. Lord, was that you?
We're ready
And
to play.
I
Okay,
like,
so
okay.
go ahead.
I like how you started it. I like how you said Betty and Barney Hill. That's the way I say it. I say ladies first.
Yeah, Betty and Barney Hill. Um, I don't know. Like, they are legitimately the OG of a UFO abduction, right? The OG. But I saw some different things this time that I didn't even expect to see. But I was listening closer so that I could find those little gems. You know how I do.
Yeah, I knew you would.
So, 14 years after Roswell, Betty and Barney Hill.
That's how
Like the
long it was after
strangest,
Roswell? 15
yeah,
years?
almost 15 years later.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And they are our first, official UFO case, right? The one that went
Abduct.
on the books,
Yeah, abduction.
right?
Anyway,
Abduction. Yeah. And even Project Blue Book was involved with their case. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah. Um, New Fork or whatever it's called, the National UFO
Oh,
Reporting Center,
okay.
they were involved. Project Blue Book was involved. They interviewed them. Like Air Force high up ranks came to visit them to take their information. And I never knew these things until revisiting this fateful night on
Yeah.
some September evening. I forget what the day
Nine,
was exactly in
yeah, 919 or
1961.
something.
And
61.
yeah, so just as a recap for anybody who isn't familiar with Betty and Barney Hill, they live in rural New Hampshire, and they were traveling home from this wonderful little honeymoon type vacation trip to Canada, coming back some old county highways. And for whatever reason, he decided to take this road off to the left, and all hell broke loose. At first, they only remembered seeing this point of light that looked like a star that ended up coming closer to them and then hovering on the road in front of them. But then under hypnosis, that story changes, and the men are actually the occupants of the craft are actually already standing out on the road as their car approaches, and they stop. And then these two groups of men walk up to each side of the car. and physically take them into the craft. Physically, which I found very interesting because all of the other UFO alien abduction cases, they're beaming you up, they're taking you through a wall. These particular aliens and men, because they literally called some of them men, walked them from the car to the craft, and when they were
Uh-huh.
done with them, she even states in her hypnosis they walk back down the ramp on their own and walk back to their car. Like, what?
Oh, I know now.
So immediately that was a red flag for me. Immediately, right?
Uh-huh.
But then we've got this one man who's dressed with a scarf around his neck and tossed over his
So,
shoulder, right?
darling. Mhm.
Who speaks in German.
Oh, oh yeah, that's right. I know. Oops. I seen that
So,
too.
did Nazis actually abduct Betty and Barney Hill? And I'm not saying there wasn't any aliens involved because we already know that the Nazis were interacting with some type of
Yeah.
aliens
Right.
prior to World War II and
Yes.
already had their own UFO craft. The
Right.
question here might really be, other than did Nazis abduct Betty and Barney Hill, the question may also be, how is that possible if we won the war and it was over? Right? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, how is this shit still happening
Yeah.
for Germany to come over here and do such a thing? Right?
Or just government in general. Yeah.
Government in
It's
general.
definitely, yeah.
So it also begs the question, did like our CIA do this? And those were just like German doctors and scientists that we took during Project Paperclip? You know, it makes you wonder really what the F is going on because I don't think there's is the average UFO abduction.
And that's based off of the information you gathered at that they just like went on each
Uh,
side of the car and pulled them out, right?
well, yeah, that and many other things.
Because I know
One
there
of
was
them was
other
a
ways. I
red-haired
know.
Irish man,
Yeah, there you go. That's when I was.
and the other one was Italian-looking but spoke German.
Yeah, they were. They talked a certain way to a certain race. Yeah.
And she even said in her hypnosis that the one with the foreign accent was hard for her to understand. Now,
Uh-huh.
any other alien abduction, it doesn't matter what your language is, they can speak your language to make sure that you understand them clearly,
Hey,
right? And
right.
typically through telepathy, not through their mouth.
Yes, and there was a little bit of that too. It
And
was.
there
It had
was
a little
some
bit of
of both.
everything. Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah,
like the Stam Ramen Act, where we just kept, found ourselves saying over and over again, "This case had it all."
yeah. But I think there might be some fuckery in their case. Not that they lied or did anything wrong
Right.
at
Yeah.
all,
It
just
just
that they
makes you
were
wonder if
confused.
it's one of those typical government abductions, you know. And Barney describes seeing straight up Hitler, you
Yes, he
know.
described the man as looking like Hitler.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And interestingly enough, let me show something to you. This is a picture of what their alien looks like.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
creep. God, it's a creepy little thing. Yeah. Ugh.
So, do you get like a reptilian vibe off of
Yes.
him?
Oh my God, I knew that was one of the ones I thought of you when I was looking at the skin, and I
Yep.
was wondering, like, I wonder if a lot of these small gray or whatever gray
Right. They call
descriptions,
them gray, but they're not
I
really like
wonder
a
if
gray.
like
Okay.
8 out of 10 of them are of
Reptilian.
reptilian.
They're the Lizzie people because
Yeah.
there's several different kinds
Right.
of
Yeah.
reptilian.
Yep.
Now, this particular kind reminded me when I saw this picture today, and this is the first time I've ever seen this picture. I didn't
Oh,
know they had a drawing.
looks like a dolphin too.
And see his little black suit thing that he's got around his shoulders
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
And then that's the Hitler guy peeking over his shoulder over there in the corner, right?
Oh,
kind of evil-eyed looking Hitler dude. But now check this out, because as soon as I saw this picture, it reminded me of this.
oh,
Okay, see the similarity?
yes.
That is actually a draconian soldier, and this is a regular Draco.
Uh-huh. Okay. Not the war mo mongoloid type, the other type. Okay.
Yeah, they're more of a controller.
Oh, just
Okay,
because they're not in the war, they're still they're still
they're
gotta
still
be
very
something.
dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all dominating.
Yeah.
That's their nature. But do you see the similarities?
Yes.
Okay, and so then Barney had said the eyes, right? He
Right.
couldn't get the eyes out of his head. And he's like, they're large and they're slanted, but not like Chinese people, right? So immediately, as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, so this is not your typical gray, because everybody that has no better words for it says that their eyes remind you of Chinese people, right? Because of the way they slant.
Yeah.
But reptilians' eyes don't slant like that. And so immediately, as soon as I heard that part at the very beginning of his hypnosis, I'm like, dude, is this going to be reptilians? Because I really never knew what their aliens looked like, except that there's like the idea or the notion that they must be gray little beings because they're from Zeta Reticuli. However, there are also reptilians from Zeta Reticuli. And I know this is fact because that is one of the things that was on that list that I saw at the NSA, because it says friend, foe, neutral, and then where they come from. And like three different kinds of reptilian come from Zeta Reticuli area. So
I feel
that's very
neutral
strange.
hit me. When you said neutral, I was like, damn, you know what? That sounded a whole hell of a lot like a neutral experience too. Because of course it was horrific, right? When
Hmm.
you know when you read the headlines, they experienced something terribly horrific. And
Right.
we know that of course that's how it may, you know, come about, just like when an animal gets captured by us and we're just trying to tag it and keep an eye on its family and we can help
Right.
its family and this and that, but we can't explain all that to the animals, so we're just kind of task driven to them, right? The animals kind of look at us like like we don't care, but we
Hmm.
do. We're just
Yeah.
trying not to get emotionally drawn into it. So I imagine they've got their thing that they do, but there's got to be, are they friend, foe, or just neutral? Or, there was nothing really negative as far as pain. They helped Barney, or they helped Betty when she screamed out in pain when they gave her that needle, right?
Yeah. The leader guy. Yeah.
And they and then
The leader, he did something to make her not feel the pain.
yeah, and Barney described the same thing, something similar to the fact that whatever they were doing to him, he felt like he should have felt it, but he didn't. He just felt kind of like they're down there, they're doing something, but the pain wasn't there, so they controlled that.
Hmm.
So they
Yeah.
weren't the evil, torturing beings or anything, but
Well, I guess for him, that might be debatable because the next day all of his junk was really sore.
yeah, he had like
So,
warts around his
yeah.
groin area. So what is that? SSTD? Space sexual transmitted disease.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got warts around his groin.
See, I didn't know that.
But overall, it wasn't this horrible experience. And we haven't even mentioned that they're an interracial couple. Betty's a white lady, Barney's a black man. They're both into civil rights.
Yes,
Barney's
he was
Barney
very
works.
active in
Yeah,
the
they
civil
both
rights
were.
movement. Yes.
And Barney worked for the post office, uh,
Hmm.
and she was a social worker. Betty was a social worker,
Yep.
And I don't know if you've heard of Kathleen Martin, but
No.
that's their niece, and she's find her on Facebook, and she's kind of like the representative of the Betty and Barney Hill,
Okay.
story.
Hmm.
She's got a little bit of personal experience of memories of the Hills coming back from their vacation in that same car that had the circular little things on the hood from the
Hmm.
incident, from the UFO or the heat or the whatever it was that caused the swirls on her car. She remembers
Right.
this girl, Kathleen Martin, when she was younger. She remembers them pulling up to, her mom's house, their house, and talking about this crazy experience that they had on their way back from Canada.
So would that have been her mother that had had the experience a few years before Betty did? Because Betty's sister
Oh,
had
that's right.
had a UFO encounter
I guess so.
two
I
or three
remember
years
hearing about that.
prior. Hmm. Because that's why she called her sister to tell her about what they experienced, was because her sister was
Oh,
familiar with that stuff. She had
see, here
had
we
her
are
own
in the
experience.
family. So, yeah,
And it runs in families,
here we
right?
go. It's got all the typical, like, by the way, I believe this 100%. And that's like 100% why I love this case because
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable with their experience. Because, like I said, they were a black and white couple in the '60s, and it wasn't all the way all right yet to be like that. Like that was conspiracy theory to be that just living like that, and then to come out and say you've been abducted
Okay.
because yeah, go ahead.
So, with that being said, Lyndon Johnson also had had communication with them after, or no, before, prior to this abduction, because of the civil rights movement.
Oh,
And for anybody that doesn't know about this end of things, Lyndon Johnson was very instrumental in the CIA before he, by defunct, became president because of JFK's assassination, which he was also involved in.
oh.
So put a pin in that for a minute and let's go revisit what I said at the very beginning about reptilians and a German, probably a Nazi that we had here working with our shadow government CIA, right? By that point, they were already doing MK Ultra and all kinds of weird experiments on people. So why not take a UFO and go abduct people and do things to them too? And hey, while we're at it, for good measure, let's give the colored guy some warts. I can totally hear that being their mentality, right?
Mm.
Because that was a whole race thing back then. The white men didn't like the black men. Fact.
With the yeah.
you know, and especially if they're with a white woman. And
Uh,
the Germans didn't like the Jews. So there was definite race war type mentality still
yeah.
in those days, right? I mean, I grew
And
up in Arkansas in the 70s and we still had segregation for our town and the school system to where in 5th grade all the white kids had to go to black town and go to 5th grade so that we could slowly start to integrate the races. So we still had segregation the whole time I lived in Arkansas, right? Which made my
uh-huh.
abduction story even that much stranger for me because the man in black, I could only describe him as an albino. And I knew the rules and I knew how people were. KKK was rampant through my area. There's no way a black man would be caught in the white park,
Mm,
you know?
yeah.
And he was dressed to the nines, which also didn't fit because all the black people in my town were very poor. very poor. Like I used to go hang out on the drainage ditch pipe, the sewer ditch, with this old man named Grady and campo fish with him. That was
Hmm.
my favorite pastime. And I knew these people intimately. My mother was an upholsterer, and she would reupholster for them, reupholster their furniture, and always give them a cheaper price because they were poor. So it didn't fit. Their segregation was still very real. So I think my narrative here actually fits this quite nicely. And of course, there's still going to be all of your classic symptoms or side effects or experience of an abduction case because there were aliens involved. But the few things that are different is like the testing was done by an actual man, it was more crude than what we would think of as technology for beings that come from another star system, unless maybe they're reptilian, because reptilians are crude and they don't have that great of technology, regardless of what everybody thinks, because they can't create. They're not creator beings. Everything they have, they've stolen and pillaged from others in barbaric, warlike efforts. Every single planet they've ever conquered, they did it by muscle and might, not brains, you know.
Yeah, there's something about that creativity, huh? That
Right. They
keeps
can't
coming up.
create. And this craft first was described as a pancake with windows all the way around it. And then later, when Betty was under regression, she said, "Oh, it's not actually circular, it's a cigar shape." And the cigar shaped
Are
UFOs
the yeah.
are reptilian.
Wow, I don't
So,
remember her saying that. That's cool.
yeah. Yeah, I listened to her whole unedited regression today that was like an hour and 20 minutes long.
Oh my gosh.
And she ends up and the dog wasn't panicked. See, that's another thing that bothers me about this.
Oh.
When the men walked up to the car to get them, their little dog did not freak out and bark and carry on.
Yeah, see,
And that's a telltale sign for me that they were humans that walked up to the car to get them. But the reptilian was clearly in the window looking at him because that's what set him off and scared him so bad was seeing the reptilians that were inside of the ship. But they literally put down a hatch and everybody walked up the ramp to get in.
see, I was surprised when I heard that being told just straight up like that. Barney says, "Hey, I'm looking out the window. I see the ship. It's got it's got ring-like windows around the ring, and I see the occupants." Like, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's one thing to see the ship. One thing to see, windows around the perimeter. But you're saying
Mhm.
that you can see like that, like that famous. There's some guy in Mexico that's got a famous video of like a close up of it, and it's like, oh my god, it does look like they captured a few of the beings in the
Yeah.
cockpit.
Yeah.
Like you're drawing it, but you
Right.
would never imagine seeing windows and looking in and seeing the occupants. I was almost wondering if Barney was like in between being captured, like in between his conscious being gathered, you know, because I think there's like this Oz effect, like when does that really start to kick in, you know?
Yeah. And I do feel like they had him under some type of trance state at different points in the abduction scenario, whether it was bringing them in the craft or taking them back out. They seem to have some ability to put them in a hypnotized or trance-like state, which is also very typical of an
Right.
abduction, right? Um, there were several things that were very typical. Even their reaction afterwards was very classic
Yeah.
with the nervousness and the anticipation every time you look in the sky that you're hoping to see something again, but you don't even know what it might be. Um, checking things to see if there was radiation exposure on them, which was really smart of them. Actually, they got a compass and she put the compass along the car to check for the radiation, which I did not know you could do. So that was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, there's so many, like the vivid recurring dreams that she was having. All of those things are such typical classic UFO abduction scenarios and the car stalled. She remembered that he actually was trying to start the car back up so they could just back up and leave, and it wouldn't start. So, I mean, they have some type of technology, right? But there were some interesting things like her dress being torn and his binocular strap that was leather being broken.
Hmm.
You don't usually hear about that. I can't think of any other UFO case, abduction case, where they ever said that their clothes were torn or something, some item was broken. Do you?
Yeah, it seemed a little aggressive or sloppy,
Right,
however you're looking at it. Yeah,
right. So
herky
again,
jerky.
I'm leaning back toward, reptilian and human because humans, if they're the ones undressing her and doing things, they're not going to be as careful with getting stuff off, right? I mean, in all of my time, do you ever account of anybody complaining about having to take their own clothes off when they got abducted and then getting them back tore up? I mean, that just don't happen. When you hear of people talking about being abducted, they're already on the table, the clothes are already gone, they don't know where they've went, and the next thing they know, they're fully dressed, they're back in their spot, right? Wherever they were plucked up or nearby. So, there were things that were classic, but there were also things that really stood out to me like that, because that
Hmm.
just doesn't add up unless there was a human element to it. And, I have a great disdain for reptilians. I think they're quite clunky and barbaric and stupid myself. So, um, I don't think they would have had the finesse that other beings would have when they take people. But it just seriously, and the sarcasm, right? Did you hear about that?
A little bit, yeah. When she asked
So,
about where the ship has gone or
oh,
been.
no, actually, when they first walked up to the car and Barney was already sort of in a trance, right? She said he looked like he was sleeping, but his eyes were open, and she was panicked, and she was saying, "Barney, wake up. Barney, wake up." And the one that walked up to her side of the car said, "Oh, is his name Barney?" Real snarky like to her.
Oh my gosh, no.
And aliens wouldn't do that. Aliens are not, so that had to have been a human that walked up to the car, walked up on them. Because only humans have that emotional element where we would add sarcasm and snark. And even when after she was done being examined, she had a very long conversation back and forth with the doctor guy who um, laughed. She said that he laughed at several things that she said, you know, and then he treated her dumb, made her feel dumb because she wanted to take something with her to prove this had happened. And then she even tried to, like, arrange some type of meeting again to where she could get other people together and they could ask them questions and have these beings give them answers, and he didn't want to do that, you know? So, it just that part of it felt off to me, and I guess because I'd never listened to the, actual tapes of the hypnosis, I never noticed those things about their story before.
Yeah, she was kind of laughing about how the aliens were tripping off of Barney's dentures, you know,
Mhm.
and then she had asked them where has this ship gone? Where have you traveled to? And they just kind of laughed and said, "Oh, it would be a waste of time trying to explain it to you when you haven't even fathomed where these places are, or you know what I mean? Like it's not even worth
Yeah.
our time." Like, gosh.
Yeah. And 2, when he was showing her that map, he was like, "These solid lines from one point to another are for trade routes, and
Yeah,
those dotted dash lines are for exploration." Okay. And so already I'm thinking like Project Serpo kind of stuff, that these are some new kind of beings that are exploring our planet. They haven't really been here before. And maybe they hooked up with some of our bad guy white men or Nazi men or
Yeah,
somebody.
well, from what I understand, it was a map of their trade routes, where they have gone, but where others, like they labeled other species too. Like that's what I was gathering. Like this is when this this species traveled this. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
I
Right.
don't think it was
Right.
just them.
Right. It wasn't just them. But so then that brought me back actually to the dentures thing. And I was like, hold on. How long have we humans been making dentures? Because I know they have found those in like really old ancient sites, even,
Oh yeah.
right? So I looked it up. 2500 BC was when we first started making fake teeth denture type things. Okay. So if we've been making denture kind of shit that long,
Why are they tripping off it then?
why
Yeah.
are they tripping? Unless they're new to the area,
Ah, unless they're new to the game. Yeah.
they're new to the game. And we have these whispers of meetings and agreements that our government and other governments had with a type of alien being that would trade the technologies and the weapons more so than the peace and love and free energy and no illness for anybody. They didn't want to
Yeah.
deal with those guys. They wanted
Right.
these over here.
Hmm.
Well, those fit the bill of being a reptilian.
Yeah. The way it's being ran right now, or the way it's being, like, everyone's awakened to that fact now. That's
Right.
more than likely who's in charge here, and that's just the way it's been rolling. Yeah.
Right. Like it really is like a shadow government that's pulling the bigger strings.
Yeah.
So
Gosh.
a lot of this gave me some red flags, even though I think Betty and Barney are legit, 100% honest, absolutely had an alien abduction experience.
Yeah.
It just had human components involved in it as well. And I think that's why Project Blue Book was so interested in pretending to be taking down notes on a quote unquote legitimate alien abduction. Because who better to control the narrative than the actual people that are perpetrating it? Blue Book is straight CIA,
Yeah.
direct connection.
Yeah.
So it
And it
brings up a
wasn't
lot
anything
more.
valuable to a ufologist either. Anything that came out of that Project Blue Book was nothing useful to anybody in the world of UFOs. Like,
No.
you know, as a matter of fact, it's been totally questioned. Like, oh, that was just a bunch of drag.
Yeah.
Just a shut up. We did something about it. Didn't
Yeah.
find nothing. You guys ain't ready yet. You'll
Yeah.
have some congressional meetings coming up soon. Just hang on there, Tiger.
Right. So what if it was a twofold thing? And when they took all of um, Hitler's scientists, they didn't just take rocket scientists and they didn't just use them for rockets. They used them to recreate the UFO craft and to spy or harass.
Yeah, do
I
their
mean,
own abductions.
there have been plenty of people to say that they were abducted by aliens and taken to military bases,
Yeah.
that there
Uh-huh.
were soldiers there in uniform,
Hmm.
different things. So maybe Betty and Barney Hill was like the beginning of that, the onset of it. And after their
Possibly.
trial run, they were like, okay, we got to get this organized a little better next time.
You know what? Now that you say that, because there was a couple of occasions where they described, both of them had described like a beep, beep, like a strange, weird beeping noise,
Yep.
and then a slight dizziness, and then guess what? They blacked out. And
Right.
we know as experiencers that's a telltale sign of an abduction. But
Hmm.
I don't remember no beep beep. That sounds like real, like I'm in a hospital, this is all our technology, what we've known so far. But
Yeah.
I know that I can experience something a little bit more seamless than that. Like it seems a little barbaric to hear beeps before you know, lose consciousness and get abducted or taken or however the process
Yeah.
goes.
Even the
But
little circular things on the car doesn't really make sense.
yeah, it's like, you know, you waxing your car and with sandpaper. Oops, old
Yeah,
school.
right. There were some rudimentary attributes to it that just screamed nuts and bolts human, you know?
Yeah, by the way, look at us in the window. We're waving hi to you right now. Hey, we're about to take you.
Yeah. And I really do feel like that was the reptilians up there in the window. I
Huh.
do. I think the Lizzie people stayed on board the ship while the humans walked down there and got them. That's what I think happened. I feel like Nancy Drew.
He said he straight up saw the figure sitting inside the craft, looking, staring down at them. And he was like, that's when he knew that they were gonna, like, oh my God, Betty, they're gonna take us. Like, let's
Yeah.
get the hell out of here. And then boom, they black out. And it must have been 2 or 3 hours later. They got all these weird anxieties and these lucid dreams, and they're just feeding off each other. They're communicating back and forth, like, "Well, I dreamed this," and it's
Mhm.
like they felt dirty.
Yep.
They felt just sweaty, clammy, whatever.
Yep.
Betty's dress, oh my God, the studies that were done on that thing. I couldn't even understand what they were really got out of it. There was like so much, but then again, it was like nothing. The proteins absorbed only so much. It could have been this. Semen was, it could have been blood. It wasn't hers. What's going on? But yeah, the dress was something that she had thrown away originally and was like, oh no, wait a minute. Let me hold on to this for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really look into the studies of the dress, so I didn't know.
God, I almost went to sleep reading about the studies on that damn dress.
It was
Damn near
that
put me to
enlightening, huh?
sleep. As a matter of fact, that's what's wrong with me tonight. That
You
damn
didn't get
Betty's damn dress with the pink powder puff stuff.
I couldn't even tell you what the damn dress looked like. And you're over
Hey,
here going,
hey, I seen it, and it's a pretty dress.
is it a purty dress?
It is a pretty dress.
Aw, matched her purty mouth. My grandma used to tell us that all the time. You got such a
That's
purty
perfect.
mouth.
That's great. You sure do got a pretty mouth. But
So, also another interesting thing was that when Barney was under hypnosis and he was trying to describe the beings, so their eyes were very captivating to him, but he also said that they were really tall.
oh,
So, this
uh-uh.
ain't little short grays from Zeta if they're really tall,
I
right?
didn't see that.
And they had wings. The beings had wings with a red light or red color on the tip of them. And I'm like, shut the front door. That's totally a fucking Draco.
See, that's what I thought I was reading, but he was describing, as I was looking at the picture, the actual craft, the pancake craft had these red lights on the end because everything else was blue and white lights, right? And then they
Yeah,
said, then all of a sudden there was two red lights on each end
right.
that was like, they started describing the wings, and I'm like, oh my God. So I could totally see where you're like, yeah, draconians with wings. But I'm pretty sure they were talking about the ship as a whole. I could see that. I see the picture of it anyway. I'll find it for
Well,
you.
it did have lights like that on the ship. You're right. But his description was black glossy uniforms with
Oh,
caps or hats, and they had wings with red lights or red tips on the top of them. So
oh,
there's a draconian that has wings, and you know how the wings, I can't do a wing, but you know how the wing folds like that,
pretty
right?
good. Yeah.
So the tip, where the light would be there. Okay. When they fold their wings up here, it can look like two red eyes,
Mm.
right? So I've always wondered if that's what people are seeing when they think they see a Mothman because they're
Oh,
seeing the red light. type reflector
Oh
things
wow, yeah.
with their wings folded up that looks like red eyes, right? And then they open their wings up and they can fly. But they look
Wow.
just like a fucking big ass bat in the air when they fly.
Yeah, right.
Like like
Mothman.
what we would just, and by the way, that's also what we would know as a vampire,
Oh my gosh.
because it's literally on the list that the NSA has. One of the Dracos has IE vampire. I'm not kidding you. I would swear on a stack of Bibles.
I come to suck your blood.
And it's
And
a fucking real story.
oh my god. Oh my god.
I didn't want them to be real.
Oh wow.
Like, I'll take a werewolf over a vampire any day, you know?
Man.
If you got to pick one or the other to be real, I would choose the werewolf. Because, you can shoot the werewolf with a silver bullet and it'll die. You got
They
to
still
catch
have
a vampire and stab him in the heart,
oh my
right?
gosh.
That's the only way to kill him.
That's very interesting. Yeah, they could be we could be calling them all these different things and it could just be different variations of
Right,
reptilians or you
right.
know that that does sound like a lot like the Greys are described. A lot of these could be reptilians, draconians.
Misidentification. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not to mention that there's also a whole lot of different kinds of gray apparently, because there's the tall white
tons.
looking gray ones, there's the
Yeah,
short little lighter colored gray, then there's the darker colored gray that sort of looks, I don't even know how you describe that really. More leathery, I guess, than
even
smooth.
the needle in her stomach. What is that called? The amniocentesis or whatever.
Amniocentesis.
Yeah. So, if you're going to introduce technology, that's
Mhm.
not like super way ahead of. It's like
Yeah,
pretty
that's not really too
not
advanced, and
right.
I'm going to Google I'm going to Google amniocentesis.
Because my wife had that twice, and you can actually on one of my sons, you can see that the needle actually hit his calf, and you can
Yep.
see a little indent, a little sharp indent in his calf to this day, from where we know that needle must have hit him.
Yep.
They do their best to not, get them on the certain side and, but sometimes it happens. Look what happened to me. I was born with a, oh, you're not even looking at me. Never mind.
I'm going to look at you now. Are you sitting
I
down?
was all, look what happened to me. They did an amniocentesis
Amniocentesis.
thesis. Look, they did the amniocentesis on my thesis. And it's now I'm missing some tooths.
Now it's the amnio some pieces
Yeah,
missing.
amniocentesis in pieces, man.
So, are
Sorry,
you ready? Are you
I
ready
was
for
acting
this?
like I was in a green room. Yeah, I'm ready.
Germany first began using amniocentesis for prenatal diagnosis in the early 50s.
10 years in the running. Cool runnings.
All the more reason to think this was some German bastards we took from the war and the Lizzie people.
Wow. You totally changed my perspective on Betty and Barney Hill's story, like in within a half hour, man. You blew it.
Did I make my case? I blew
Yeah.
it. Did
Because
I
you know how
ruin
you
it for
always
you?
wonder that if, like you start with your experience, and you're like, that you just believe what you tend to want to believe in the long run.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you learn all these different aspects and you're like, am I being tricked? Am I being tricked? And you're like,
Am I going
was that
crazy?
was that being was that being is did they show me that because they want me to like get on board with the whole angelic thing so I could be like,
Hmm.
you know, I don't
Right,
know. I'm always just questioning everything.
right.
And this one to me, this case, it was showing me all the telltale signs, the blacking out. There was a point where they blacked out, but the beep 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 and and they weren't really nice to him. I didn't appreciate that. but you always, I started with my case and I'm like, was mine a governmental thing where they like used a UFO and they weren't you really used to it and they're just going around having fun, super soldier, you know government dark project stuff where they're going around scaring the hell out of everybody. Like, could my case be that? But
I
now,
don't think so.
could their case be that? Like,
I think
possibly,
their case is, and I think there are several cases in the 60s and 70s and even the 80s, as recent as the 80s, that were more militarized and CIA controlled versus otherworldly beings that come here for a good
uh,
purpose or because they have genuine interest in human evolution. And we know that they exist as well. I mean, there's several people that have vouched for that with their studies and their research. Linda Moulton Howe, George Knapp, Jim Mars, all of the old greats, right? Bud Hopkins, John Mack, Jacques Vallée, all of them see two agendas where we have the bad faction and we have the more angelic, the more spiritual, the ones that care about us, right? So, why shouldn't we be trying to figure out which ones go in which category? Because the abduction phenomenon is not a one shoe fits all. Every single case is different in some type of an element or another. Yours is different from mine, but we both walked away unscathed and mind
yeah,
blown and
for the most
questioning our
part,
sanity and,
yeah,
you know,
for the most
right?
part, appreciated the experience.
Right. And that's actually why I started that conversation in the group on Facebook because
Yeah,
I truly wonder how many of these cases they think are like evil that aren't actually evil. And let's clean that up so that we can figure out where the evil really does lie in this. We have to clear out the fear part of it first.
yeah,
Just like Barney, right? Barney kept saying he was absolutely terrified in the hypnosis. But even he admitted under hypnosis that he's telling himself, please God, give me the strength. I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be scared. But he was scared out of his damn mind
hmm
by what was going on. I mean, he didn't know if they were getting robbed or if they were being abducted. And he kept going back and forth between the two. And for me, he was such a logical, grounded man that
yeah,
that was very telling for me. That again lended credibility to the very real possibility that this was more of a lizard people, MK Ultra, Nazi bullshit thing, right?
mm,
Not
wow,
that it takes away from anything that they experienced. I mean, classic stuff happened, right? There was radiation exposure. They had the body aches and pains. They just kept quiet about it. They were afraid to really tell anybody. They were anxious. They couldn't sleep. They had the nightmares over and over. Their cars stalled out. They had mental blocks and 7 hours of missing time. Like all of those things are classic for any or all, mostly all, abduction cases, right?
yeah.
So I think really the only thing about it that should truly be separated in their case or their case from some other cases is just that this was more of the bad guys, right? The bad guys, the lizard people that a lot of people already realize are who pulls the puppet strings and runs our earth.
It's amazing they did leave him with something tangible, right? Oh no, it wasn't. She tried to leave with the map.
She tried to take the book and he wouldn't let her take the book.
Ah, yeah, that's right. It was more than the map. It was a damn book.
Yeah, she really bad wanted the book and that he laughed at her and said, "Can you read that book?" And she looked at it and it was a language she didn't recognize, which again, she didn't say it was like bizarre symbols or anything. it was a language she couldn't read. Well, if it was written in High German, you wouldn't be able to read it.
I like what I found when it read, "The abduction of Betty and Barney Hill is a landmark piece of UFO history and a fascinating exploration of the validity of hypnotic suggestion." So not everybody entirely believed their story. There was a lot of critics that
Yeah.
were like, you know, well, look what they're doing. This is so suggestive. This is when that whole regressive hypnosis became, like, hey, be careful. I don't agree with that. It's highly suggestive. It could lead you on a path that is not true necessarily. I
Yeah, but
trust that path personally. I trust that path, but there were some people that were like, no, just a few weeks prior to their abduction, there was an episode on the Outer Limits that described exactly what Barney described to them. You know, remember that show, The
yeah,
Outer Limits? I mean,
I didn't know that. I do
I,
remember the
I mean, I
show. I
remember
would
the
watch
show.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I like to
I
date
watched
myself. Go
I
ahead.
watched all of those.
Yeah, just
I
like the
watched all them
Twilight
old shows.
Zone,
Twilight
Alfred
Zone.
Hitchcock.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Hitchcock
Even
Presents.
yeah, even later, like in the 80s and early 90s, Tales from the Crypt,
Oh God, yeah. I
you
was just
know.
trying to watch.
Stuff like
Yeah, I was trying to watch. It was different though. It wasn't Tales from. It wasn't the one where they go through the. I love that. That's like the best intro of all
yeah,
time, right? When you're going through
yeah,
the haunted house and you go down into the basement and then.
yeah.
I
I
got
love that
stuck.
show.
I got stuck watching something else. It was like a side spin from the Tales from the Crypt. It was still going from the comic book, right? They were just going from page to page, but I
Yeah,
missed my little guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a great show. And I watched those like UFO case files, declassified or unclassified or
Yeah.
whatever it was called.
Right.
That only came on once a week, like really late at night when there was nothing else on TV. Most
Yeah.
people wouldn't even see it because it's so late at night.
Well, unless Barney Hill was, I don't know, Benny Hill.
I loved Benny Hill. Oh my god, I loved Benny Hill. He
Yeah.
cracked me up. So, okay,
I
where
know.
were we here?
Sorry I did that.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
You know how I got to
Um,
do that.
she also mentioned that that book was laying on a cabinet. Like
Oh
she
no.
literally calls it a cabiit,
So now
right?
there's something more than a metal table? No, come on. you know?
And I was like, "What? We got cabinets?" Like,
We got a washer and dryer now.
right?
What's
Did they have
next?
a bathroom for you to go to too?
Right.
No, but that I
You got a
mean
clean.
the cabinet was maybe something we could overlook, but still. I just found it weird. Also, I wanted to mention too, I Missy actually brought this up to me when we were listening to the hypnosis tapes and the part where he's like in the car. They're back in the car and he's further down the road than he expected. And she's like, "Do you reckon that's what happens to us when we're like thinking we were just driving on autopilot or something? Because all of a sudden we sort of come to and we're like, how the hell did I get this far down the road? I don't remember passing any of those
Telling you.
typical markers." And I'm like, you got a good point there. We might actually be getting taken and not realize it and then just like put back in the car,
Right.
you
The
know.
only time we talk about it is when they mess up or it's like too dramatic.
Right,
But other than
exactly.
people do
Because
it
then
looking,
you just do go right back to
yeah,
your life.
it's called meditation, and sometimes you do it without even knowing it. You don't have to climb up to a mountain in a monk costume and sit Indian
Yeah,
style, and blow your horn. Sometimes it
right.
happens, I heard of it happening when these girls were just walking on the beach and they just saw this little pool of water that was, sitting inside a rock, and they both just started kind of admiring it. And the next thing you know, they lost 2 hours and, blah, blah, blah. Like, wow, yeah, it sometimes happens just like that. It can happen
Yeah,
beautiful like that. It doesn't need like There was a UFO directly above my head. I'm telling you, like mine was it was the beautiful clouds, right? That's all it
Yeah.
was. If I wasn't
Yeah.
interested in those beautiful clouds, if I wasn't sky watching, I wouldn't have. I mean, they probably would have got me in one way or another. I would imagine, but that's not how it started out for me. It wasn't. Look, there's a UFO. Hey, look over there. Huh? You know, it was like
Right.
it was like
That's so funny because I
look at
do
those
that all the
clouds.
time with my
Oh
kids.
wow, the clouds are pretty. How come they're starting a spiral? A spiral? I don't know. Hey, I blacked out. And then you're
Right.
half a block. All right.
Right. Exactly. But there might be sometimes when we're driving in the car, and that is actually what happened, and we're just like right back into our routine when we come back, and we don't miss a beat, and we don't think twice
See,
about it because there was nothing else out of place other than being further down the road than you remembered being, you
right?
know. But
Yeah,
I'm totally guilty of like autopilot driving. I I can hit the damn country road and turn some music on, and
yeah,
my
right.
mind is just lost and I'm just cruising, right?
Yeah,
Just cruising.
that's
Next
when it
thing you know,
happens
I'm
too.
like, damn, I done drove 55 miles, you know?
See, I'm telling you, and it's like you're in the car, man, and that happens. You get
Yeah,
abducted while you're driving a car, man, in La La Land, and before you know it, you're like, man, I was just in Oakland. Now I'm in the Great America parking
right.
lot.
I
Like,
mean, how would we know? Because we do it anyway, right? We
you
do
would
the
think that's
whole,
dangerous. Like, hey, man, easy, Tiger. I was driving, bro.
yeah, yeah. But we actually are quite good autopilot drivers, right? Have you
Yeah,
ever heard of anybody being on autopilot and have a wreck? No, they're not having a wreck. They're not running off the road. They're not running into oncoming traffic. They drive pretty well for being on autopilot.
just
But
let
it's
me be
just,
on.
I don't know. I just feel like maybe she was onto something there. And because if you're so used to doing it anyway, wouldn't that be the perfect time for the aliens to take you and you'd never even miss a beat and think about it?
Yeah,
You wouldn't think
maybe it's
twice.
not necessary for you to remember any of the beat. It's
Yeah,
not
sometimes
necessary
it's
this
not.
time for you to remember any part of it. It's probably easier just to assume that you're probably taken on and off, if not your entire life, more than likely your childhood.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I mean, I know that I'm like what you'd call a lifelong experiencer, but that doesn't mean I remember every single thing,
You're right.
you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Because even as a lifelong experiencer, there's still a certain level of paranoia, anxiety, questioning your sanity, being very skeptical. I mean, it
Yeah.
still all is there, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, to this very
Oh,
day, I'm a super late night owl, and I think that's part of why. Because I'm like the night watchman, you know? I'm, if you're coming
what'd
at
you
the
say?
witching hour, I'm
What'd you
staying
say?
awake till after the witching hour. You know, I'm going to outsmart you by staying awake. I'm going to check my doors 1,000 times and make sure they're locked and the whole 9 yards. You know,
Yeah.
not really. I don't do that anymore, but I used to, like obsessively. When I had that big, long amount of sightings between 2007 and '09, I probably checked my doors and windows 15 times before I would lay down and be ready to rest because I was just panicked all the time. I just felt such high anxiety, even though it was a very beautiful experience. You know,
Oh,
everything I could remember was very beautiful. But at the same time, I'm like, these fuckers can take me without me knowing or, without my
yeah.
permission at
Yeah.
any given time. And I didn't like that. That makes you feel unsafe, you know?
Yeah.
So people tend to do that shit. Betty and Barney Hill did that shit. Both of them had trouble sleeping, were
Yeah.
anxious,
Right.
paranoid.
Yep.
Every time he looked outside at the sky, he was like anticipating it was going to happen all over again. Well, hell,
Ulcers. Oh, they got ulcers over it too, and one of them did, if not both of them.
well, he ended up dying of a brain bleed
Damn.
about 8 years after this happened. So I honestly wonder, did he not just stay in a state of stress for the next 8 years?
It had to
and
have been, yeah.
caused his brain to hemorrhage from all that stress. I mean, it's very
Telling you.
possible because he was really freaked out by it. He's the man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
supposed to protect his woman. He couldn't protect her. He was scared to death. He didn't want her to know he was scared. I mean, it really did something to his masculinity, you know? Understandably so. My
Yeah,
heart
right.
goes
He
out to
messing with
him.
his wife's, private parts. Like,
Right. Like, God bless him.
oh my gosh.
My heart really goes out to him. I mean,
All that
she
goes
kind of walked away from it more happy about
right.
it
That's right.
because she
Yeah.
always wanted to see a UFO, and he absolutely didn't even want to believe in them at
Yeah, he
all.
didn't really appreciate it.
No. No, he didn't appreciate it at all. He wasn't finding no goodness in it.
They described the
But
light in the sky as zigzagging at some point, so I thought that was pretty
yeah,
interesting. It's always
erratically.
fun to hear. It's not your typical, oh, there it is, because at first they said it looked like a star, just kind of,
Yeah,
but it was following them, a
yeah,
star that was following them.
yep. And
But
as
then when
it
I
got
heard the
closer, they could see
zigzag,
that it was rotating.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was doing some
Mhm.
rotating. I was like, what? Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got
And
me
no
listening.
sound, right?
Yeah, right.
Which is typical also. But
We're
yeah,
all
the
looking.
beeps. I'm looking at my notes. The beeps
I
were
know I am
interesting
too. I'm
to
like,
me. And the dude with his black, Red Baron scarf thing.
yeah,
I mean, Americans don't dress like that, right? We don't tie our scarf around our neck and throw it over our shoulder.
yeah. Benny
That's
described.
not our
Yeah,
thing.
when you throw it over your shoulder, you're. It's a whole nother story.
That's a foreigner. Like the French do that, and maybe the
Yeah,
Germans.
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they toss it over the shoulder.
When I had my Billy Ray Cyrus haircut, it was long in the back, and I used to always get in the habit of wanting to reach back there and feel that hair, you know. And then when I
Yep,
finally cut it off, it was like, oh my God, there's nothing
I
back
know.
there. What am I doing?
Trust
Why am
me,
I going back there every time?
I know exactly what you're talking about. For a while, I decided I needed my hair really, really short, and I did that pixie cut. So for about 10 years of my life, I just had a pixie cut. But when I first cut it, I was always doing this and there was no hair there. I was like, "Oh, I feel so naked." Naked without my hair.
Naked without my hair. Naked without my hair.
Need my hair. All right, what else we got? Anything? Did we
Well,
cover it all?
I think I snuck in everything
We
that I
snuck it
wrote
in.
down. We covered it all, man. The vivid dreams,
We
the
did.
anxieties, the ulcers, and insomnia. Oh, you know what? The watches. Remember their watches?
Yes. But even the clocks in their house too, remember?
No,
Did you catch that? When they got
no.
home,
Well,
none of
yeah,
the clocks in their house worked
okay.
either when they got
That's where they
home.
figure it out. That's how they figured I've heard 3 hours and then I heard 2 hours. But isn't that where maybe they had figured out when they got home? They see the clocks. They're like, wait a minute, because their watches stopped, which is very interesting.
Yeah, but they actually didn't get home until the sun
10.
was coming up in the morning,
Mm,
and I think he figured it up,
oh,
and
it
it was
had,
like 7 hours to go 35 miles.
yeah,
So, that's a slow ass drive to take 7 hours to get home if you're
yeah,
only if you're only 35 miles away, right? You're
yeah.
really creeping along like a turtle, unless something happened.
Hmm. And
Somebody delayed your dinner plan.
I checked in on our friend Stan Rominak. I'd like to do that every time we get together.
Yes.
And same story, man. The man remains in critical condition.
God.
He's lucky that this judge didn't, shove his nose in shit for, being basically bedridden, sick, and now he's
Sick.
saying that his disease is like extremely contagious. So what the hell does this guy have? This poor,
Contagious.
yeah, that's what I got. Um,
Hmm.
an extremely contagious illness is what I'm hearing now. While his amazing extraterrestrial experiences get discredited due to a duped convicted offender charge, what I believe.
Oh, me too. They
Look what
totally
that
framed him.
look what that does to somebody. That's horrible. This guy is on his deathbed
Yeah.
and he's got one of the most amazing abduction stories I've ever heard and some of the most amazing evidence similar to Billy Myers, but in which no surprise you is another discredited individual, and
Hmm.
we'll get to him. We'll hit
Yeah.
them all up. Our show's going to hit all this stuff up.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the school children, the aerial school children. That's another
Hmm.
favorite. That one, God, that speaks in volume. You're talking about a school load of children, man, around the same age that you and I probably had these experiences.
Yeah. Around the same age of my first recall, for sure. Yeah.
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 But
I'm really intrigued with the school one because all of the children, their accounts were so similar to each other, and they were so really like good at drawing or describing what they
yeah,
saw, and I'm just really impressed with them being able to articulate and show their account of what they experienced. So
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to digging into that one further. And Billy Meyer too, because the whole Billy Meyer thing, like I never really tried to read all of that stuff that they
yeah.
said that
The
he wrote
trans.
down, had transcribed or whatever. So
Yeah,
that's going to be I'm going to really deep dive into that one when I get there. I know I am, because I'm going to want to know everything I can possibly get my hands on that's
yeah.
been written about him. And by the way, I bought the Dolores Cannon book, The Custodians.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
cool.
I want to see what she says about the custodians. So
Yeah, because that
I'm
was a
excited
prominent
to.
word in your experience.
It
That's what you were
was.
told.
Yeah, and it was not something I had ever heard before. So it's
Yeah.
very interesting to me that Dolores Cannon, when I first heard of her, it was Dolores Cannon equals starseeds, right? She validated starseeds. And I was like, okay, cool. This lady knows about starseeds. But I never bought any of her books. I never read her works. I didn't even know she had so many books until recently. When I went to order The Custodian, I was like, holy crap, this lady wrote a lot of books. Like a lot. And now owns the publishing company, or did own, before she passed away. So I was really impressed with that. But yeah, Dolores Cannon equals starseed validation. And then I just skipped that and started learning what I could about alien abduction. Because in my mind, she's just a hypnotherapist, right? And
Yeah.
so this is like a full circle moment for me, because I've channeled her now. But then for me to learn that she has a book by this same interesting word that I've always listened for in other people's UFO cases, abduction cases. And I'm like, of all places, it's Dolores Cannon. So it's a real full circle moment for me. I'm really excited to read the book and find out what she's got to say about the custodians.
Yeah, darling. I'm
Darling.
interested too. I'm excited for you, and I'm a horrible book reader. I don't read hardly any books. Um,
Man,
I,
I
I
love
did
to
I,
read.
I do have a cute little one that I did read. Was it Dawn of the? It's a Pleiadian book. Bringers of the Dawn. So
I've
I
never
did
heard
read
of
that.
that.
No, let me.
No.
I gotta show. It's a
Okay.
classic. It's a
Okay.
classic. I have to
This is
show
the segment
everybody.
we call Show Me, right?
I have to.
Show and tell, like in school.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even have to leave because it's actually one of the books that I have in my nightstand right here. Right
Ta-da.
here it is. So it's called Bringers of the Dawn,
Okay.
and it's from Barbara Marciniak. And I
Marcignac.
hope I didn't butcher.
Okay.
I'm trying
Where is my pen? Somebody done stole my pen again.
to get you back on my lap here. There we go. There's her name.
Okay.
But
I don't know how to say that, but I'm gonna write
this
it
is a
down.
very popular experiencer books. This is
See,
what the Pleiadians. This is what we go through. This is very, very interesting information, darling.
very
I
interesting.
very much look forward. And once again, I'm very excited. Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes, for
I am
you
very excited
to
as
read
well.
this and watch the movie Mask also.
Watch Movie Mask. It is in my watch list. I just haven't
All
had
right.
time to watch Movie
Well,
Mask.
okay. I'm excited for quite a few things about you.
It's on my list, Mike.
Oh, of course, this is on my list, right?
Ezekiel's Will Within the Wheel.
Yes, that is definitely on my list of books. I have to read it. Sometimes I can't help it. I'm telling you, my friend.
Oh,
I
it's
am very
good.
much enjoying this book. It's like the wheel within the
I
wheel.
can't.
It is my vision that
Yeah.
I had as a child, motherfucker.
That's really good. That's one accent I can't get right is the Indians,
Oh,
or
just
Pakistani,
I
however
have it. Oh,
they
trust me, my friend. I
however
have it. I am having it.
you have it.
I am having it right now, my friend. If you don't mind me asking, get the hell out of my store. Thank you. Come again, motherfucker. You're a very stupid motherfucker.
Right?
Okay, all right. My bad.
We have some around here that own, like, all the smoke shops and the little gas stations and stuff, and every time you come in, their favorite thing to say is, "Hey, man."
Hey, man, my bro. You my bro, my friend.
"Hey, man." And I'm like, "Hey, man." "How you doing, man?"
This is an interesting. This is an interesting. This is an interesting little book. It's called Extraterrestrial Channeling: Alien Abduction Syndrome. Andrea
Okay.
Scarsi. Have you ever heard of Andrea Scarsi?
No.
It's
I
a
do love
very
that
look at
picture, though.
there you look at that thing just
Yeah.
channeling because you're a channeler. You know what I mean?
Channeling.
You love channeling.
I do.
You do the channel. You know.
I do the channel. And it's called what?
It's called extraterrestrial channeling. Alien abduction syndrome. Now we started talking about these books, man, because you were speaking of the most highly respected ufologist that I can think of,
Yeah.
Miss Cannon, man.
Yep.
It's always the good ones that like. Can you imagine if she was around? Like I would trust. That's someone you just trust. You look at Linda Moulton Howe, and I respect the hell out of her because when I was alone in this game, just so passionately listening and hanging on to every other story that I could hear. If
Mhm.
I heard that there was some experiencer on a podcast, I would listen to the podcast because I was like, oh my God, someone else experienced it. How was theirs? And
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the Kevin Smith show. And
No.
maybe I've brought it up before, but that was like one of the first shows that, uh, where this guy was basically talking about UFOs every night. And he was a universal cop, he worked for the world police, if that makes any kind of sense to you. There is a certain,
Like Interpol?
yes, there's a certain
Okay.
job that, qualifies you as, basically the world police,
Okay.
but he died. He was an older man, and he got up there in age and stuff. And I don't know if it was a conspiracy or not, but it was like one of the first, I would listen into these radio programs, the Kevin Smith
Yeah,
show.
right.
And
Art Bell and Coast to Coast.
yeah, see,
Yeah,
now it's all over the place, and
yeah,
it doesn't seem like I have enough time to watch everything now, but
yeah. Yeah, I used to until probably about a year ago. Always at night, instead of having a TV on, I would have my radio on
yeah.
AM, listening to Coast. Of course,
Wow.
it's George Norrie now instead of Art Bell, but um, I would spend 3 or 4 hours of my late night quiet time listening to that program to learn anything I possibly could about alien abduction cases.
Yeah.
I just literally, like you, I hung on every word of every expert, and Linda Moulton Howe was on his show a lot. So, like you, I have a lot of respect for the things that she's learned and researched, investigated. But I'm with you there. I wouldn't necessarily trust her the way that I would trust Dolores Cannon if I ever had the chance to meet her. Because she would
Yeah.
be more like, she just feels so comfortable and grounded and
Yeah. For
down
sure.
home, right?
Yeah. Big time.
Dolores Cannon. So
Yeah.
I think she could be like that total mom figure, or, you know, the best next door neighbor you could have kind of lady. Just sit on the
And
porch and have some iced tea and talk to her.
everything she said, something inside me like totally was like, of course. Like,
Uh-huh.
yes, yes, yes. Like I'm always just finding myself going,
Yeah, it really
yeah, duh,
resonates.
like, all the time with her because
Yeah.
and it's funny because you know how I'm always a victim of we only believe what we want to believe and like I choose to believe what I believe and sometimes it's what I want to believe and you know what it's all what I want to believe everything that I choose to say yes that happened that's what I want to believe um
Yeah. Yeah.
everything she says hits my gut right like of course that's the way it is that's the way it be and that's the way it's always been so simple she makes things so simplified you know
Yeah, she would shoot from the hip with things. She'd
uh-huh.
just shoot it to you straight. She wasn't like trying to be proper in any sense of that,
No, she was
politically
very
correct
realistic,
or
very down to
whatever.
earth, like you
Yeah.
said. Yeah,
Yeah, I loved it.
one of the really, really good people.
Yeah. No nonsense. She'll straight tell you if you're silly.
Yeah,
I like that about her. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into some of these other shows for sure.
yeah, because it don't stop,
That's
and it
right.
won't stop.
That's right. We just start beatboxing. Oh, that reminds me. I got to show you something.
What?
Bella made this for our show.
My name is Mike. Yeah, I'm a co-host. I'm doing the most, and I'm coast to coast. Now I'm not Art Bell, but I'm doing the most. Oh,
You're going to love this.
hmm.
Oh, oops.
I already love it. Oh my god. Yeah.
And she a hoot.
Oh god.
She was like, Mom, I made that for your show. I'm like, that's epic. I can't wait to show Mike.
Man, we are getting tech fancy now. Look at
Right?
us
She's like,
dancing.
you all are always like singing and acting silly. She's like, I thought I'd make that for you.
Yeah, see, that's when the good stuff really happens. When we put the paper down that
The
we've been putting,
magic.
that we've been doing all of our hard work on, when we
Right?
throw that paper down and stop caring about what people think
That's
and
right.
just start to be real, like the real world.
That's right. Even though I can only see half your face.
Hey, yo, you don't need to see my whole face when I'm talking. You know who I am just by looking at my lips.
All right,
Oh,
Rocky.
all right. Sorry.
Or should we be like, Adrian?
I love you. I love you. I don't know.
Which character are you, though? Are you Rambo? Are
I
you
got a little,
Rocky?
I got a little lightheaded there. I don't know. I don't really see too good.
Give me an Adrian.
I got a dog named Dog.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me hear you yell Adrian.
Adrian!
That was pretty
Sorry.
good.
Sorry, I scared my 20-year-old cat. Poor thing. Are you still
Oh
there?
my God.
Jeez.
Scares last life out of him.
Nice. That's what I was afraid of. And I'm still sick.
I was just going to ask you, how are you feeling?
A little better, but I'm still technically sick.
Well, shucks.
Look into my
Shit.
eyes. You could tell that I'm sick.
Look into my
Uh,
eyes.
look into my eyes.
You are
I
getting
want you to take
sleepier.
this device. See this device? You take your device now, and we take the the devices these people have these days makes me laugh too much.
Makes you go, ha ha ha.
I am laughing in myself, talking about it to my mind,
Laughing
laughing.
in your head.
Everything's funny. You Americans laughing. Oh, very funny. I'm joking all the time.
So would that be an LML instead of an LOL? Laughing? No, it would be a
I am laughing
laughing
out
in my
loud.
head.
I am laughing
LMH?
in my. That is LINLN. I am laughing too much in my head. Fucking Paki, man. I had a backpack. All right. Sorry.
Are we done with the impressions now?
I know, right?
Now you need a cigar.
Oh
See?
my God. Frankly, darling, I don't give a damn.
Me and my 20-year-old daughter we'll try to talk like mobsters. And her favorite thing to say is sweaty balls, she. I got sweaty balls.
Yeah, nice and easy. That's the ticket.
Yeah.
Sweaty ball.
Sweaty balls. She's silly.
Yeah, that's the
That's my
ticket.
20 something. The one that just had the birthday. She's fun. She's like you.
Oh, that's
Cause
right.
she's
She's a Libra.
cause
And
she's a Libra.
that's right. I know her. Why don't you just say Libra?
She's silly
I
shit.
know her.
You know her.
She's the Libra.
She's my
Because
Libra.
now, is that did you say Savannah, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. You got some
Yeah.
pretty names for your children.
My
You got
children.
you got some pretty names for your children.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like names.
I bet if I close my eyes and think hard enough, I remember my very first name. It was my magic name.
Your magic name.
Mama said that name would take me anywhere.
And then life turned out to be like a box of chocolates.
And then I started running.
And you never know what you're going to get.
Your mama sure do care about your education. Oh. What
Are you
have
out
we
of
done?
coffee? I
It's
don't
still
know.
there. It's still
It's
there.
still
It's
there.
still there. You know how I like to sip it like 20 times and there ain't nothing really in there? It's just all for looks. Like if we had a sponsor, the name would be here. It'd say Thirsty
Right?
Thursday.
Right?
And I'd be like, doing the hat dance. Oh, oh, oh.
You're like a GIF on repeat.
But instead, this is the real life. This is a real thing. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is just me. Oh.
You're silly.
And it's decaf.
And it's decaf.
Decaf, what am I doing?
Who needs the caffeine when you're crazy?
Oh my God. What are you doing? Where are the people? There are no people. Jeez, motherfucker.
I'm totally turning this into a short.
Okay. Please do what you have to do, okay? I am telling you.
I'm gonna cut it, clip it, put it in short, and it's gonna go viral.
All right. Please do it. Help me help you to help together.
Help me help you.
Together we can do the helping.
Together.
If we do the together helping the people,
Together, we will do the helping.
please put it together for that reason and keep it there in your mind and do it like Nike, motherfucker.
Like
All right.
Nike.
I know. That's too much. Do it
I
like
like
Nike, motherfucker. Okay.
it was okay. We just needed a cha-ching check mark thing to happen.
Yeah, it started off as Betty and Barney Hill.
I know. Look where we're at now. It's
Look,
comedy hour.
look, you started rattling off like a cat there for a second.
Did I?
You started purring, yeah.
I started purring.
You
Did
started
it
purring.
do
I caught you purring.
did my internet do something weird?
No, your cat life started popping up.
It's the lyra in me, the
Yeah, there you
lyra.
go. Thank you. I couldn't think
Yeah.
of it. It was those Lyarians started popping out your
Them
eardrum.
Lyarians.
Yeah, those feminines. Those
Those
feminines.
Lyarians.
Yeah, those Lyarians.
That's probably how
The
Billy Myers pronounces it. Lyarian.
yeah, pleasures.
He's the Pleiadian and the
The
Lyarian.
Pleiadians.
Yeah, the
The
Lyarian.
Plarges. Oh, my apologies.
My apologies.
Hey, my Pleiadians to you and your family.
Bless you.
God bless you, Pleiadians, to you and your family. Happy Pleiadians! Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. Happy Arcturians!
Oh my God.
All right.
I'm gonna start crying. I'm laughing so hard.
It's okay.
You're gonna ruin my makeup.
Well, all that work in the green room, down the toilet.
Right? Right.
Yep. All the time that we prepare getting ready.
You know, makeup.
I need makeup!
Stat.
Charlie, please, my tea.
Darling.
Now it's really gone.
Now it's
Damn
really
it.
gone.
Now it's
I'm
really
still
gone. Now all I
I'm
got
still
left is
half
water.
full
Overrated
and cold.
solvent. It's just a damn solvent.
Overrated solvent.
That's all it is.
Made me think of Soylent Green.
Oh,
Remember
pond
that
scum, huh?
movie? Do you remember that
Coke.
movie?
No.
Soylent Green?
Solient green. No, I've
I
never
think
heard
it's
of
what
it.
it's called. It's like this green vat of goo that they put humans in to melt them down so that the aliens can eat them. Basically,
Oh.
that's the gist of it. You know,
Oh.
Lizzie people.
Oh, we're just
That's what
catch
I
up.
think.
Yeah, we're just catch up.
Ketchup?
We're just considered catch up. You know? Something you we're
So
not even
are we ketchup or are we catsup?
oh, well, you're gonna catch up. You better catch up first.
Catsup or ketchup? Because there's a difference. Kind of like being naked and naked. In the South, there's two different meanings.
Naked,
There's a
naked.
difference between being naked and naked. If you're naked, you up to no good.
Oh, you naked, dirty. You dirty naked. Yeah.
They're over here being naked, right? Naked. You say it different.
You just do.
You just do. That's how we do it in the South. It was so funny when I did that show with Jeff today. He, as soon as he started talking to me, he says, "Oh, where are you from? You have an accent."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I grew up in Arkansas." He's like, "Oh, I'm in Texas. I thought I recognized that accent."
Ah. Did he have an accent?
A little bit. Not like mine. Not like mine.
What part of Texas?
I don't know, but he said he goes to Little Rock, Arkansas a lot, so it must be close to Texarkana. I don't remember where he said for sure. I don't know. That's bad of me. I don't remember what he said. Oops.
Only stairs and
I didn't take notes. I was nervous.
everything's big in Texas.
Everything is big in Texas, even the cockroaches.
Yeah,
That's a true story. The mosquitoes are bigger.
locusts. Oh my gosh.
Listen, they're
What is
like
that?
that
What
in
it was? Is
Arkansas
it
too.
is that what I remember in Texas was the locusts? Yeah, the locusts, right?
Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
in
I'm not.
Arkansas too. I can remember times in my childhood where being outside just drove me mad because it was so loud with locusts.
Oh
I
gosh,
mean, just
yeah, ear piercing.
insanity,
Yeah,
insanity. Like you can't get away from it, no matter where you
yeah.
go. It's terrible. It's
I
terrible.
remember, like checking your shoes that are in your house in the closet. You better still check them because there might
Yeah.
be a damn locust in there.
Oh, for sure.
Red ants that look like they could pick you up,
And carry you off and
carry
bite
you
you.
off.
Yep.
Yep, and sting bite you. Fire red ants, Texas. Oh my
Yep.
God. The teacher spanked me when I mean, I got spanked at that at the school I went to.
At that Texas school.
Yeah, man, this lady would take me down the hallway into the janitor closet, tell me to touch my toes,
Yeah,
and
and
she
beat
would
your ass.
hit me with that big red wooden paddle with the holes in it for aerodynamics.
Yep.
I
Listen,
was so
that's how we do
embarrassed.
things in the South.
Man.
They will tell you, the South is like the Bible Belt, right?
Yeah.
Of Christianity and stuff. It's seriously like a big part of the Bible Belt. And they all the preachers down there will tell you, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Every preacher will tell you that. Spare the rod, spoil the child. In other words, beat their ass.
Jeez.
you know, go beat that child's ass.
I never told my
But
mom because I was afraid she'd beat my ass. And then when
yep,
I finally did break down and tell her, I was like, oh, damn, look at her. She's pissed. She walked right in the principal's office, and no one likes anybody from California. And that's where we were from.
yeah, yeah,
So he was being smart to us.
yeah. No, I've walked in a few schools and they were like, shit, she's back. they don't. I was a force to be reckoned with when my older kids, because like once a year I'd have to put them back in public school just to prove to my ex husband that they were smart, that I was doing my job homeschooling them.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'd put them back in school for about a month or two, and that's about all they could take. And then they were ready to come back to homeschool. But the principals and the teachers would do some really idiotic things. They lost my child one time, and I came in like a force to be reckoned with. They didn't want to mess with me. They hated seeing me come. They hated it. They were like, "Oh shit, there's that lady again." I came in like a wrecking ball. I
Well,
came
yeah,
in like a
you're not.
wrecking.
You ain't supposed to lose the children.
Don't lose my babies. You will lose your head.
Yeah, that happened at our little summer camp up here. The poor guy that runs the summer camp program, I guess, had one or two kids that are just a challenge like every day, you know,
Mhm.
and they wanted to hang out at the end of and you got counselors that are watching too, kids that are in between, a little
Oh yeah.
older, a little bit more responsible, but it happens sometimes like damn. But these days, the kid will just pull out his Apple phone and, press a
Right.
button and his dad comes and picks him up. Before you know it, he's back home.
Right.
But you lost a kid. Like, oh my God, dude, you
Yeah.
lost a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Technically,
It's a big no-no.
you just don't do it, okay?
Just don't do it.
I
Don't
do it
be like
because of you.
Maggie.
I did it because I watched you, okay?
Hold on a minute.
Yeah. And I'm sick. Oh my gosh. And I'm buff and
Whew.
sick.
Okay. You're
And I'm
buff and
watching
sick?
Seinfeld.
Did you say you're buff and
Yeah,
sick?
I go, and I'm sick, and I'm buff, and I'm watching Seinfeld.
You're buff.
Look, I'm down to water here. It's overrated solvent.
I know.
Disgusting. And it's not even, look, I'll be honest, it's not even really, I'm just all
It's not the fancy Fiji,
told you.
darling.
No, this is not. Excuse me, darling, do you have any Fuji water?
Mine's just regular old tap water usually. Good old fashioned tap water
That's an overrated
or
solvent.
iced tea.
I like the light that this water bottle gives off with the water that I chose to drink today.
It's purty.
It sure does got a pretty mouth.
It's got a purty mouth on it.
Jeez.
What, did it just attack you?
You know how they like to try to scare you? You know the whole pop thing, you know?
Did it scare you,
You know?
Mikey?
Mhm.
It scared you?
Yeah, I decided to bring
Scared you
you all a
good.
little closer in this time on this show.
Steered. We're
I want to bring
steered.
you in, bring you closer in.
Come a little closer.
Don't be shy.
Come a little closer.
Oh, you're doing your
Get a
mafioso
little
thing.
closer.
Don't be shy.
Air it extra dry.
Yeah? Bye, Menon.
5 minutes. Yeah.
We're in the mix.
Oh my God. Now we just need a little record scratching going on.
Yeah.
Right. Do some reeky reeks.
Friends. How many of us have them? Let's be friends. Sometimes we use them in the wrong way. Sometimes
This is comedy blooper hour.
I know. I'm just feeling silly now. Just forget it.
It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
just gonna let myself go now. From here on out, from this point forward, just fuck it.
Right? Who cares if those pants make your butt look big?
Hey, different strokes, different folk. What did you just say? This I can't believe you just said that out loud like that in front of my family. They're probably watching this show.
It's like, oh my God.
How embarrassing. I was gonna take you home to mother. Fuck it. You broke my heart more than once. Hey,
She wouldn't
second
believe
time,
it if
shame
you
on
did.
me. First time, shame on us. Okay? First time that happens, it's my fault, but thanks to you. If it happens it again, turn around and back to you, that's on me. That's on me.
You need to drink decaf more often.
This, what's in this damn tap water?
Right? It's the beard. It's
It's
because you
what's
shaved
left of
part of the
this
beard.
damn beard.
You need
My
some
razor
beads in it
stopped right here.
or a ponytail. Put it in a ponytail.
I wish I could do like an Egyptian thing, but people will
Right?
go, "What are you trying to do? Be an Egyptian thing?" And in my head, I'm like, "Yeah,
And
but
then you can be like, no, I'm trying to do a Chinese thing. Duh.
I know, duh. So what? I like Michael Jackson. So what? Doesn't mean anything.
What?
It's just like that. Like I used to wear Michael Jackson's Thriller jacket, you know, and one
Oh, I
glitter
gotcha.
glove.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
And it was like I got to the point where like I get to my elementary school and I'm like looking at the glove and I'm like, well, the jacket's gonna stay, but the glove's got to go in the pocket. I was
Right.
cool the whole walk until I got onto the school property. Like I love Michael Jackson, but I know what that glove does to me. As soon as I get on the cross
Next thing you know,
that
he's going to be moonwalking.
there's gonna be people moonwalking all over me with because I got
Right.
the where's the other glove? Boy George's back pocket. You know.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Sorry.
got you. I used to dress like Madonna when I would go to school, like with the fingerless lace gloves,
Oh yeah, yeah. The
the
net leather
fluorescent,
stuff.
yeah,
Cool.
like the fluorescent
Chewing
socks
the
with the
gum like
granny
this,
boots and shit, and my hair all big. And yeah,
snapping your gum.
I was all about it, blowing my great big bubbles.
Yeah, dyeing your hair, making it look blonde, more blonde on the tip. Well, you couldn't get any more blonde with your platinum stuff jumping off anyway.
Nope. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was already blonde. I just used a whole can of Aquanet to make it stand up straight.
And she wasn't even blonde. She was brunette. Yeah, Aquanet. There you
Right.
go.
Yeah. The
Chola.
Aquanet. Yeah.
Yeah. Orale vato. I
I
hear
had to
you.
have the Aquanet.
Aquanet, Ben Davies,
Yeah.
Dickies, Ben Davis,
Dickies.
Aquanet.
Yep.
The creases in the slacks.
Right. The what do they
Starch.
call them? The yoke. You remember the yoke jeans that had like the flat V panel at the top of them
Oh my
that
gosh.
girls would wear?
Oh
I was
yeah,
like
they had some.
obsessed with those.
I think they even had like a guy's version of that.
They probably did.
They
They
did. There was
probably
a pair of
did because
pants
in
that
the
were kind of
80s they were really hot.
something Kirk Cameron. I picture Kirk Cameron
Yes. Yes, you're right.
like pre Bugle Boys, you know,
Right? Yeah,
like a like
pre-Bugle
a
Boy.
khaki like a khaki softer Bugle Boy, if I may.
Right. What were they? Mine were like Jordache and Gloria
Jordache,
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jordache,
I was totally fashionable.
Jordache
And
design
my
wife.
and my my crunch socks and my
The
high
crunch.
top Reeboks, right?
Oh,
Crunch socks, the socks that you scrunch down?
oh yeah, yeah. That
Yeah.
went in coordinates with whatever else you were
W-
wearing for the day.
they go, yes, they have
The
to be the
color.
color matching, yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
they go with the high top
yeah,
Reeboks
they
or the
go with
granny boots.
with the green boots. Jeez.
Granny boots. Remember
Oh, granny boots.
the little ankle boots
Yeah, see, I don't
like
know what.
Madonna would wear, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the parachute pants, vanilla
Oh, me too.
ice. I thought I
I
was
had
vanilla ice.
I had 5 colors of parachute pants. I was obsessed with them. Of
I
course,
just
half
had
of those
black.
colors belonged to my brother, and I would steal them from him to wear because we were the same size. He had black and red, and mine I had a purple pair and a dark army green color, and then like a weird tan color, which I ended up using paint marker and drawing doodles all over those
Oh,
because they were just ugly. They were boring. So I had to draw some designs on them, make them cool. But I was that kid that would slash my clothes too, right? Like I would slash a whole shoulder out of one shirt and slash my jeans, and I was a slasher kid.
yeah, well, you're ahead of the game, man, because people paid some big money for them slash jeans.
I know, right? And I can slash a pair of jeans way better than you can buy them in the store. The way you buy them in the store, they like your knees don't bend right and shit in them.
Yeah,
They
they're
don't put them in the right
mechanically
place.
ripped. That's not realistic. Yeah,
That's right. You gotta
it's got to
get
be
you a good
real.
old pair of Levi's,
Yeah,
and you gotta really put some slashes in your kneecap, and then work that motherfucker and make the rest of the hole happen.
right. You got to jump up there on the roof with your dad and roof
You
with
got
them. Do
That's
some
right.
Spanish
You
tile,
gotta
some
get your
flat.
wear out of them.
Yeah, my mom
Yeah,
said my dad used to go through jeans like butter.
like butter.
He went through a lot of pair.
Okay, because he was on roofs.
Because he was doing roofing. And
Okay,
them
I can
peaks,
see that.
those a lot of them peaks, they're like this, and open up the church, and there's all the people. See, I
Yeah,
did it again.
you forgot your
Gotcha.
steeple.
Uh-huh.
Your steeple. Um, yeah, I can see where he would tear up a lot of jeans being a roofer.
Yeah.
Whereas my Levi's, I had for 20 or 30 years. you know, Mine lasted a long time. Of course, I was one of those people that didn't really get no bigger than I was in high school. So I could wear them for a really long time. We're not always that fortunate.
I used to be able to say that up until the last 3 months. I've been packing it on, baby,
Have
because I'm
you
not
since you quit
smoking, so I'm eating.
smoking?
Yeah, just eating.
Yep.
Look at me! Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, wait till you see the belly. My wife, my
Wait.
wife thought I was smuggling a pumpkin home. She's like, "Oh, honey, you brought a pumpkin home." I'm like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "Under your shirt, right?" And I'm like, "Real funny, dude."
Real funny, dude. That's like telling you your butt looks big in them pants.
Yeah, I'm starting to gain weight where I never seen the weight gained before. I thought it was all,
So
the
your
love
butt is
handles
getting
and the
big.
belly. It's starting to go down my legs. I'm looking at my legs. I'm like, oh my God, that's not muscle.
So your butt is getting big, you're saying.
Well, I feel it doesn't even feel like me anymore, when you touch your butt, when you feel
You
yourself.
when you feel yourself,
Yeah, you touch your butt, when you're home alone touching your butt.
right?
I'm like,
When
it's
I
not
think
me.
about you, I touch myself.
Yeah, I'm like, am I wearing a pair of sweats under these? No, I'm not. That
Feeling a
is
little
me.
bulky.
That
Need
is
a
all
little bit
me.
of a bulk. Well, maybe you need to start like walking or something.
Well, there is a trail around here.
Go on some nature sites
I
and
need
look
to
for
get
some
back on that
UFOs
trail.
in the clouds and
Well,
get
I'm
your
starting to.
exercise.
I am, but I'm sick. I'm telling you. So I gotta wait. I was just starting to really push the weight around. And then I got
Yeah.
sick.
You need to sit outside in the sunshine to get rid of your sick.
Yeah, I'm out there at work. I'm mostly out there in the sunshine.
Yeah. Sunshine's good for you
I'm
when you're
mostly
sick.
outdoors, taking care of pools.
Taking care of
Basic.
business.
Yeah, the amenities
The
is what they
amenities.
what they like to call the
The
meat and potatoes.
amenities.
The amenities.
Amenities.
Ah,
All inclusive amenities.
oh,
Can you hear Missy snoring?
oh my God, no.
She's literally right here on this wall behind me. And she
Oh,
is snoring it up.
is she one of those that can sleep through a freight train or what?
Yes, she is the freight train.
Oh. Shh. You might watch the show like Jennifer.
She doesn't. But hi, Jennifer.
Hello, Miss Huff. Sayonara, Jennifer. How are you doing today?
Konnichiwa.
And this is for Jennifer. She'll appreciate it. Trust me, she's smiling right now.
She totally is. And she's probably watching me smoke and wishing she could have one.
Oh my God, yeah, you're making it look good
'Cause
to her
she
right
just
now.
quit smoking too.
I know. That
Yeah.
Wednesday, she did it on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
So let's see. Today is Thursday. So
Thursday.
she
One
say
day.
Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Thursday. She's probably on a week now. She's got the little
Well,
pitchy patchy. Oh, I just spit
yeah.
on you right there. I'm sorry. I got you.
You spit on me.
A
You spit
little
shine.
bit
Here,
on your. I got you.
let me
Oh God,
wipe
I can
you up.
smell it. I can smell it like
Spit,
my mom.
spit shine you.
My mom used to do that.
Yeah.
Ugh, I can still smell it.
Be like, oh, let me fix your hair.
Yeah, here,
I,
Chloe.
I hated that. I was like,
I see a little
Mom,
piece of
that's
lint on your
disgusting.
eyebrow.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, I can't really talk because, like, I didn't spit shine my kids, but I would lick them.
Oh,
Like,
see, it's
okay,
that laminar, that damn feminine.
if they're just like hanging out close to me for too long, I will just randomly look over at them and lick their face, and then they'll get up and leave. So
Man, you damn laminarian,
I'm like a llama.
catnipian, you
I'm a
catnipian.
llama. I'm a llama lion.
You're a lion.
Llama
Oh, you're a lion catnipping laminar,
catnip
and you
is
know it.
llama lion
You're a lion lemon.
catnip and
You are
Narian
a lion, lima
licking.
lizard lipping
I'm
Louisiana
not
licorice.
not a lizard lipping.
All right. Well, they're the
No
good
Lizzie
kind.
people. No
Not
Lizzie
the
people. I don't trust them. I don't think there is a good kind, in my opinion. The slee stack frightened me as a child. Absolutely frightened me. Remember the slee stack from the land of the lost?
no. I remember
Oh
the
my god.
words "Land of the Lost." I picture the cartoon with the dinosaur neck.
Are you serious? You don't remember them?
but I
Yeah, I
don't
gotta
remember
show you.
the specific character you were describing.
All
I
right,
am drawing a complete and utter blank.
stay tuned.
And here we are.
I think I can spell Sleestack. Oh my god, I did. Look, they're creepy AF. These guys.
These guys. Oh
Do
yes,
you
I remember you
remember the
talking. You know what?
Sleestack?
I've done this to you before. I'm sorry. I remember this.
Do you remember this?
I remember me saying, "What's that?" And then you went
This
and
is
did it, and you
not.
showed me, and I'm like, "Oh my God! Of course it's them. It's the
This is
Lizzies."
not deja vu on deja brew.
No, it's not.
It actually happened.
It's more like it's more
It's
like
more
that.
like a
What do
rewind.
you call those? It's more like a
Thursday throwback.
Nelson Mandela effect. There you go.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Without the
That's
Nelson,
what it
they
is.
don't say Nelson anymore. They
Without
just
the
say
Nelson,
Mandela. Yeah,
it's just the
Mandela for
mandala.
short. They know who we're
The
talking about.
mandala.
They're talking about when they thought Mandela was dead and he was still running for president, or he was president when he should have
For
been
some
dead, or
shit.
they said that he was reported
Listen,
already gone. I
I
don't know,
totally
something like
remember
that.
him being dead. Celine
And I
Dion too.
remember
I
thinking,
remember
you know what?
Celine Dion.
Yeah, I remember that too. He was dead. Oh well.
Hmm. I remember them saying that Celine Dion died, and then next thing you know, she was singing at the Super Bowl, and I was like, "What?
Yeah. See, I
I
remember they
thought she
said
died.
Building 7 fell, and I was
How's
like,
she
oh,
gonna sing at the Super Bowl when she died?"
Building 7 didn't fall. What are you talking about? Oh, there it goes. Oh, it did fall later. Oh shit.
Hmm.
Charlie Kirk wrote a book, or no, the Charlie Kirk book. What?
No, they
Oh
wrote
hell
a
no.
book about Charlie Kirk,
Holy shit.
and then he was dead. Weird shit. Things that make you go, hmm,
Marcinio.
hmm.
Boy, we really, really went off topic, and I believe you got some editing to do.
I
Some
believe I do.
major greenhouse backstage pass editing.
I'm
Okay?
gonna chop it up and do a bunch of shorts. Okay?
Have fun with it. Add it to our intro.
It's gonna be the blooper reels.
The blue instead of the blue book, the blooper book. Wait, let's see. We could do
The
something UFO-ish with it, right?
the
Alien.
blooper book.
The
I can't
bloop,
even say it.
the blooper blue book. Yeah, you had it. Something like
I
that.
had it. I didn't even say it right.
You said it better than I did.
Take two.
Yeah. Cut
Cut.
and action.
Action.
Go. All right. There you go.
The
Be more.
blue blooper book.
Yep. Thursday's blooper book.
Yep. We got Mikey.
Yeah.
Who else were you tonight? Oh, you were you
Sylvester
sounded like
Stallone.
that Sylvester Stallone, but you also sound like that drunk from Mayberry.
Oh, that was. I'm a professional. My mom was a bartender, like I told you when I was growing up. So I'm doing her
You doing her? No,
when
I mean,
she's. Yeah.
what's his name? Otis. Remember Otis on the Andy Griffith? When you were doing the drunk earlier, that's who I thought of.
Oh, okay. Otis.
Yeah,
Yeah. I,
Otis.
at first thing, Garfield and Otis, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Otis the drunk, not Otis the dog.
All right. Go. Oh, that's Gomer Pyle. I started doing Gomer Pyle, man. I'm all messed
Holy
up.
dog.
I love dating myself.
Shit.
Hey,
Right?
the stuff was on. It wasn't developed and shown fresh. It was just already on when we were growing up.
Yeah,
Like
it
MASH.
was reruns.
Yeah, it was my Happy Days. All that stuff. When you say you watched Happy
Yeah,
Days,
yeah.
people think, "Oh, damn, you were watching it back in the days." And I'm like, "No,
Yeah,
it was
no.
on just like MASH."
Yeah. Just a bunch of freaking repeat shit because they didn't have anything else better to play on TV.
Yeah, who killed JR? I mean, oh God.
Right. Now, Mork and Mindy, I liked that one.
Ah, that was Nanu Nanu. I love the way he
Yeah.
sat down.
Shazma. Nanu, Nanu.
Oh, was there a different way?
Yeah, yeah. When he would, um,
I mean, I knew
The
it was like that, but
what
I
was
didn't
the
know.
big guy comedian's name that came along that
Oh, the heavyset guy.
yeah, yeah. When they would meet, they would both do it and
Oh my
right.
gosh.
Nanu
I forgot
nanu.
about him. Yeah.
Like a
Who
handshake.
was that guest star?
I can't think of his name, but he's a
Was
hilarious.
it John Candy or something like that?
Not John
No,
Candy.
not necessarily John Candy, huh?
Now I gotta
Okay,
Google it.
that's it. I always make you do the work. I'll try
It's
something
okay.
here. Let me see.
That's okay. It's okay.
Um, Mork, Mork and Mindy,
The
Mork and Mindy. Guest star. What's the heavy? I'm gonna say heavy set,
other alien.
heavy set. Other alien. Okay, co-star. Other alien co-star. See, now I put a lot of words in there that don't fuck with me, Siri, or duck, go, duck, or whatever you were. Okay.
Duck, duck, go.
Sometimes if you just press images, I swear it's better. Because then I'll just go and look for the image, one image of Homeboy with them, and then they're not
And you'll
showing
know
me.
his name.
Oh, there he is. Yes, it's that old. It's. You're. I'm gonna show him to you, and you're gonna go. Oh yeah, Jackie
No,
Gleason. What's
I
that
know
guy's
the
name?
name. No, that ain't Jackie Gleason.
But I ruined it for you. But I ruined it for you. Yeah, it was on the tip of your tongue until I said Jackie Gleason.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right, now for real, gotta Google it.
I found him. I did
Hey,
it. I won.
you did.
See? Yeah, I can hear him now.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, that's right. Mhm.
Okay, Mirth, and he was Mork's son. Mirth was his character.
Oh my gosh, that was Mork's son?
Yeah,
Okay, that's so funny.
I'm trying to find the casting names.
Oh yeah, I'm a horrible person namer. I'm a
Yeah.
face personer. He plays a good child. That's funny. I
He
picture him
really does.
doing. Yeah, he's not.
Jonathan Winters.
Uh,
Jonathan Winters.
that
It was
sounds and
his name.
feels right. That hit my G
Yeah.
spot right there.
And he used to be on the Johnny Carson show a lot too, and he would just crack me up being on Johnny Carson. He was a great comedian. They don't make comedians like they used to.
No, they.
They really don't.
My gosh, keep sniffling stuffy head fever so I can rest medicine.
You mean NyQuil?
Yeah, you know what? I took that the
Today's
first night.
today's sponsor is brought to you by NyQuil.
And empty Dixie cups.
Yeah,
There's absolutely nothing there. Wait, there is a drop. A little drop
it's
of
the
decaf.
stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine.
Ah, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of that, I started thinking of the upset stomach diarrhea.
How do you spell relief?
Plop, plop, fizz,
ROLAIDS.
fizz. What a motherfucking relief it
Right?
is. Yeah, we
Like,
got a rapper out here in the Bay called E40, and that's one of his things is plop, plop, fizz, fizz. What a motherfucking relief it is.
oh boy.
Ugh.
I tell you what, though, our generation were epic spellers because of commercials, right? Because they
Epic
spelled
spellers.
everything. We were epic spellers,
Oh yeah.
right? Like I could spell my baloney. I could
Oh yeah.
spell
There you go.
I could spell my Oscar Mayer baloney. I could spell
Yes.
Rolaids, right?
Sesame
All
Street
kinds of
helped pitched in a little bit there too.
yeah, and the electric company. Remember the electric company?
Oh yeah.
They would go ch eck. Check.
Uh, uh, uh,
Yeah.
uh, uh, uh.
All right, now we're way off topic.
That's all right. I've accepted it at this point.
We done took the country dirt road.
Yeah. We took a
We're
bad
almost
Bronco.
to the walk path.
We took a wild Bronco on a bad piece of dirt the wrong
There
way.
you go. There you go. And the cat
I
was with us
know.
and we scared his
I
last life
know.
out of him.
You have to say goodbye. I know.
Say
I can
goodnight,
see it in your
Tracy.
eyes. You're trying to go about thinking about how it's going to get done.
I'm really not. You're just
I
being
know.
paranoid.
I know. What is that? You got a tattoo? What is that? What's on your
Where?
wrist tattoo?
Which
Oh
one?
no. Do you have a
I have
tattoo
tattoos everywhere.
on your left?
That
Yeah. What is that?
it's
Is that a
my
spherical?
it's my
Scaraco? Oh, okay.
Eye
The
of
eye.
Horus.
Oh yes, I see it.
Eye of
Of
Horus.
course. Of course.
Yes.
See, I don't have anything fun like that. I got to
I have
start putting
tattoos
fun
everywhere.
stuff on me. I still,
I
all
have
I
like
got is Navy stuff.
see,
Stuff.
I have tattoos everywhere.
Stuff I was thinking about in the Navy. I'm not even thinking about this stuff. I'm not thinking of the bald eagle anymore.
Right?
Sure, the sun is fun, you know.
I like the sun.
The sun's fun. Dragons are fun on daggers are fun. I
I
always
love
save the
dragons and
little.
daggers.
I got my little heart, my little cross
Cross.
there. I
Yeah.
let my buddy do a moon here.
Cool.
I let my buddy do a. We talked about the stupid Joker,
Right?
and then you got the tribal. Like I was on board with the tribal crap. You know, like every girl got a tramp stamp. Well, I
Yeah.
got a. Every guy got something on his back.
Right.
I don't know if it's
Right.
somewhere.
I can seen it. I did. Yep.
Okay.
I see it.
Well, cool.
Mm-hmm. I have 21 tattoos.
Oh my God, I have seven. Holy shit.
But some of them are really tiny because, like that
Oh yeah,
one,
but they
you
count.
know,
All of them count.
but they count. They count. Yeah,
Yep.
I've got one on each hand, two on each forearm, uh, one on each bicep, one on each shoulder blade,
Oh, you're balanced tattooist.
a lot of them. Then I have another one on my right shoulder
Like
blade,
you
and then
feel them. You're like, you know what? I feel like I need another
I have
one
one on each
here.
side,
Excuse me.
one on each hip.
Ooh,
Like
ooh,
I had to
cha,
think
cha.
about where they're. I got to think about where they're at because I don't look at them. You know, I have the tramp stamp, but mine is like the coexist symbolism. It's got all of the
Oh yeah.
religious symbols of the
Uh-huh.
world. That's
Yep.
my tramp stamp. Yeah, like the
Okay.
ankh and the Jewish star and the Christian cross and
Yes. I've seen the
all of
bumper
those
sticker.
the yin yang. Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
all that. Yeah. So that's what I got there. And then I've got them, on my thighs, my calf, my ankles, and on tops of my feet. Each one of the tops of my feet have a small tattoo also.
Star
I'm
or
all about the
moon?
tattoos. So on my right foot, I have the triple moon with my 69 symbol in the middle of it because Cancer is the 69 symbol turned
Yeah.
sideways.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
that's on my right foot. And then on my left foot, I have a star and a heart next to each other,
Isn't
interlocked.
that funny? I called
Hmm.
it.
You
I
did.
called both of them.
Yep.
I have never seen your feet. We spent a lot of
Never.
time in the green room, okay?
Right?
And we have
Do you want
never shown each other feet.
Here's my feet. Oh, I
I
have two
see
on
it.
that foot. I forgot the
Oh, it's
star was
coming
over
in.
there
I
too.
see. Okay, I see the
Yep.
moon.
Yep, yep. But yeah, both of my feet have tattoos. I don't know if you can see
Oh, that one
my
came in
heart.
better. Yes.
And I did those myself
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
because I have a tattoo gun.
Yeah. You couldn't just.
So I'm dangerous. And I'm pretty good, tattoo wise. I'm a pretty good artist.
Oh
I've done
man,
I've
I'd
done
let you do it.
17 tattoos for other people.
I'd let you do it. Trust me. Look what I've got. I mean,
Yep.
you see my Riddler. You see my
I'm pretty
Joker.
good.
I'd let you do it. It's not when he
I
was done
totally
with this
would.
one. When he was done with this thing, I had like a square bruise. It was such a weird bruise.
Oh,
It started on the outside of the tattoo, following my finger that I'm showing you. Like it was just a
yeah.
square. Everything past it, like everything in the window of it on that side was fine. It was
Huh.
the it was like what how, I was like, how the hell were you grabbing me? You know how people, you know how they grab you a certain way, they're holding you a certain
Right.
way because you're a
Right.
canvas.
Because they got to hold your skin
you got to
tight.
hold you. So I don't know
Yep.
what it was, but it was like, oh my god. But yeah, that was horrible. It
Yeah.
really
He
screwed
had a
up my
manly grip
bicep.
on you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what that's all about.
But yeah, I love giving tattoos. I'm like obsessed with giving tattoos to people. I'm
I'd
like,
let you.
let me paint on your canvas. you know,
Give me a wheel within a wheel right now.
you got it, man.
Just give me a UFO. I gotta get it. I gotta have a UFO somewhere too.
Oh my God. That's like one kind of tattoo I don't have that has something to do with UFOs or aliens. We need to do that
Let's get a couple of matching Thirsty Thursday tattoos.
with an alien face.
Yeah, a UFO and an alien face. Then we'll just sum
Maybe
it up.
maybe he's an alien and he's drinking something because he's thirsty on Thursday.
Yeah, he's thirsty and it's Thursday, baby. He's drinking.
Maybe he needs beer. Oh, that guy actually, that guy, the Jeff Mara podcast guy, he said, "What does Deja Brew mean? Is that like for beer?" And I was like,
Oh,
"No, the other kind of brew, coffee."
deja vu. But I'm thinking brew like witch's brew too. That's how I think
Yeah,
of it.
right,
Witch's
right,
brew.
exactly,
Yeah.
right. Which is brew, but also the brew for
Deja
coffee.
vu. Like,
So
oh my God, is this
you
deja
know how
vu?
I
Right?
love, you know how I love double meanings.
Instead of deja vu, it's deja brew, man. I get it.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I just experienced deja vu. No, you just experienced
Deja brew.
brew.
It's the brew, bruh.
It's the brew, bro. Before mushrooms were mushrooms, bro.
Right? Gotta have the brew. The daily brew
The
just
new
for you,
intro.
right?
Now I
The
keep picturing
daily
the new
brew.
intro.
I'm gonna have you doing some weird robot dance thing while I say it. Do your robot dance or something. There you
I was all like this with my belly. My belly's like
go.
this.
With your now just a ho ho ho.
Oh, oh, oh.
I mean with the beard and all, right?
Yeah, back when I had it. Yeah.
'Tis the season and all.
Halloween.
Almost.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Hallow days.
No, no, easy, Tiger. I said happy holidays. Now let's don't start getting religious here.
Hallow days, because it's Halloween coming up.
Yeah.
Halloween. Do you want to dress up in a costume for our Halloween show?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Do we have a Halloween show? Oh yeah. It doesn't
We
matter.
can
We'll
have a
make a
Halloween
Halloween show.
show. Halloween is technically on Friday this year, but we can dress up for Halloween the day before.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh my God, this is gonna be epic. I have no idea what
Yep.
I'll wear, but I'm totally
I
doing
already
it.
know. I'm just gonna be what I'm gonna be.
It's gonna be what you're gonna be.
I'm gonna
Just
be
be you, man.
I'm gonna be a Wendigo.
A Wendigo.
A dark ass, sick looking Wendigo from Silence of the Lamb.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're gonna scare me.
Well, it's gonna be Halloween.
It's gonna be Halloween. That's the
It's
name of the
gonna be
game.
Halloween. Yeah, well, you asked for it. I mean, there ain't no other reason what you think I was gonna say. Charlie Brown? you know,
All right.
uh-uh.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna be some kind of witch or something.
Oh,
Some
how cute.
kind
I
of
used to always think that. Um,
Crazy looking. I want to do the crazy looking witch. You know, like the Wizard
I
of
just
Oz witch with
always
the
felt
green face
sorry.
and shit.
I kind of felt sorry for the girls during Halloween because they always like, well, what is the girls gonna get? Well, they could be a witch. You know,
Yeah,
I used to always go like, God,
about the only choice they
that's
have.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
And then
plenty
I
of
found out.
things. Trust me. One year when I owned my bar, one year I dressed up like this really badass vampire. Maybe I'll do that. I still have the whole outfit.
I'll never forget one of my mom's punk bar friends came over to the house on Halloween as Darth Vader, and it was fucking perfect. It was like the real
Really?
expensive Darth Vader. You know, like, are you Darth
Right,
Vader? Like, it
right.
was the real, because you know, if you pay money, you've seen the real Darth Vader
Oh
costume I'm
yeah.
talking
Oh
about. Like,
yeah.
this dude
They
was
got some
Earl
good ones.
Grey in the costume. Like, to
Oh
me,
wow.
I was like, what the hell? And I've always wanted to do it. I was just the plastic with the rubber band Darth Vader or a devil.
Yeah.
I alternated, I think, every year. Either the red
Yeah.
typical plastic devil face with the plastic outfit, right? You know,
Yep.
I was that or Darth Vader. But yeah, one day I'll do it. But I look at the, you know, you got to pay like $300-400 to get
Yeah.
anything that looks convincing.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, one
All
day,
right,
man.
cool. So we're gonna dress up for Halloween. What kind of show are we gonna do for Halloween then? It's got to be a scary one.
Um, we like to always talk about um, let's do Fire in the Sky. I don't know, because you know that was typically that was scary, right?
I don't really know it. Fire in the Sky.
Travis Walton story.
Oh, Travis Walton. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
He was gone for a week.
Right.
He had 5 or 6 buddies that were looking for him. Everyone was questioning them, like, "You killed him. You guys were out there in the woods cutting trees, and you killed him. Shut up!
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He was abducted. Nah, motherfucker, you
Yeah.
killed him.
Y'all done
Had to
ganked
have."
him. Yeah.
And you know, the movie, of course, for entertainment reasons, they always got to make it more terrifying. But
Right.
uh, and you know, and from what I heard, you know, that was really on him too. Was you know living with the fact that every time you run into somebody, you know how people are with movies. You know, it's like you're like, oh, so was it really? Did you really do that? Oh man, I love my favorite part of the movie, and it's like, yeah, that's nice and all, but that's not really how it went down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you put a little extra on it here and there, but for the most part, it did sound pretty terrifying. Waking up in a slimy cocoon, you know, it sounds like one of them dreams where you're trying to get away and you can only move in slow
Hmm.
motion. Sometimes you can only crawl away, you know?
Right.
Like, oh, that sounds good.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. You know what? Today when I was looking for Betty and Barney Hill stuff, I found the original interview that MUFON did with Chris Bledsoe
Really?
from back in the day. Yeah. You want me to share it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Really, really interesting. He wasn't near as humble then as he is now, but I think it was still just kind of so new to him that he was still just freaked out. You know,
Huh.
he didn't have as much time to process it, I reckon.
All right.
With that being said, though, I mean, it took a few years before he did actually tell move on because his wife absolutely did not want him to talk about it, and she almost left him over it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because even in the MUFON interview, she's like crying when they're interviewing her and saying that it almost ruined their marriage.
Which it should have if you look at the numbers. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
that's what they say happens. 9 out of 10 marriages don't last.
That's why mine failed. He just thought I was a nut job. He didn't want no part of it. Didn't like me talking about it, and it just ruined everything.
Huh. I did not know.
Yeah. Well, one of my marriages. I've been married a few times. Let me
I
see if
did
I can
not know
find
that
that.
either.
Yep.
I
I'm
knew it
not
was
a
at least
I'm
once.
not a good picker.
I'm not a good picker.
I'm not a good picker. I pick lemons thinking I'm gonna be able to make lemonade. Not a good picker. Where is that at? Um, um, um. Not that one. Not that one. Wow, I've watched a lot of movies this week on YouTube.
Wait till you find the all their short little films. Those are interesting. 7 minutes, 15 minutes. Some of them are half hour, and you're like, oh, that's too long. You start getting spoiled with these little quick 4 minute, five
Right.
minutes. You're like, nah, dude, because most of them are crap. Be honest.
Yeah.
Most of them are crap, but you don't feel like totally, you know, jinked like you don't totally feel fucked like after spending 3 hours, watching a movie and then you know how they do it at the end and just like ruin it for you. Like, oh, really? All that work for that? That's what you had for me? Like,
Right.
like the movie Signs. Do you remember watching Signs?
Oh, I do.
So
I was obsessed with it.
I love that movie all the way up until they showed the figure going holding the baby. Like, I was like, oh my God, it's so fake looking. Like if you just
Yep.
like Jaws, like leave it to your imagination, was good enough for
Yep.
me.
Yep.
Damn it.
I know, right? It's here somewhere. I'm gonna find it.
All my books away. I brought you my whole pile of books.
Sharon is Karen.
Oh yeah? Well, as soon as you said Sharon, I grabbed this off my my shelf. Oh, maybe I showed
Oh,
it to you before.
you have not.
Look at this.
I love it. That is beautiful.
She is an Egyptian. There's a
Oh,
scarecrow.
it's got the scarab on it. I love the scarab.
Yes, that's the back of her. Okay, there you go. Look, that's not.
Oh,
She's. I'll start
I
slowly
love
coming
it.
up. Here we go.
Oh, it
And
is
clear.
fantastic.
Thank you, darling. Yes, I will put it back in the sheath.
Yes, put it back in its sheath,
Ah,
which is also fantastic. Listen, don't hurt
fantastic.
yourself. Where is mine? I have a
You missed what
knight's
I did.
I saw you act like you stabbed yourself
Oh no,
or hurt
okay, you
yourself.
did see me, but I was actually doing
Yeah,
like my dad would
like the
go,
thumb
look,
trick.
yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. There.
yeah, yeah. I saw you. I was just looking for my dagger too. I have somewhere, somewhere around here. I have a Knights
Somewhere,
Templar.
I
Um,
hear you.
I call it a dagger, but it's actually that. What is that?
I hear
Ath, 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 athame, athame. I don't know how you say it. Athame.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I call it a dagger, but I don't know. It is
Not a
good.
dagger, it's an African American stick.
No, no, it's not a stick. It's a little knife. It's a
It's
little dagger.
that's not a knife.
It's a dagger.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife. All right. Well, I don't know where it is, but I'll find it later and I'll send it to you.
I blood.
Which way did you go, George? Oh, you're turning the lights down low.
Okay, now look into my bedroom eyes, will
Are
you?
you setting the mood, darling?
Ah, I hope you can sense it from there.
Are you going to
Ah,
sing now? Your light, your light died. Are you throwing your essence my way?
how do you feel now?
You're hilarious.
I know you
I thought
like
you were
this
going to
light.
sing. I thought you were going to sing into your light.
Oh, don't get me started.
So funny. Well, I hate to say goodbye, but I'm about to pee my pants.
All right, it happens. It happens every time.
It's the coffee
All right.
and the giggling.
Okay. Thank you. That was fun.
That was fun.
Do what you want.
Do what I want. Well, the first thing I need to do is stop recording.